Good morning and welcome to our latest edition of Chamber Me Anything. We are here today with Lisa Semans, and she is from Central Florida Title Center, and she referred a fantastic chamber member to us. And who was that, Lisa?
Peggy Cullen.
Peggy Cullen. How do you know Peggy?
Peggy is a realtor with Exit Real Estate Results in Longwood.
And why did you refer her to the chamber?
Well, because I think chamber is a great place for anybody and everybody that is either self-employed or in a business where they want to grow and expand their business and meet other individuals that are with the chamber and share referrals and so forth.
I completely agree with that.
Right.
Every word.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your business. Why do you get up every day and, you're partnered with this title company? What makes you get up every day and go to work?
Well, it's easy to wake up when you love what you do. So when I wake up, the first thing I'm looking forward to is a challenge, knowing that we're going to be doing closings that day, taking care of people, making people happy, and getting them through the closing, holding their hand. And it's a fun process. It can be an extremely challenging process, but at the end of the day, somebody is buying a home, so we're celebrating that and or refinancing at a tremendously low interest rate, and they're going to save a lot of money. So it's very rewarding.
I think that probably title companies are kind of hidden a little bit in the whole process, and maybe not everyone really understands. So what's something about your company, about title work, that you would like people to know that maybe just isn't readily known about your industry?
Right. Well, it is a team effort, starting with the realtor, with the loan company, excuse me, and then we're the last man connecting all the pieces together to bring the loan to close. So there's a lot of communication, which is key. At the very onset of let's say a purchase, we reach out to the buyers, to the sellers. So we're kind of a coordinator, so to speak. We make sure the lender has what they need to get the loan approved. We make sure the realtors are all involved to make sure that things are running smoothly. There's no hiccups prior to the day of closing. So we want a smooth process for everybody involved, and we do that.
So who picks the title company?
Well, that's the mystery that not everybody knows. The seller typically picks the closing agent. So if you're planning on selling your home, we would love to help you. Central Florida Title Center, we're right there in Winter Springs. But you don't have to go with who the realtor suggests. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because they have built relationships with those title companies. So they're going to go with who they know, who they like, who they trust, and it makes for a seamless process. So the seller is typically happy with a comfort level there, so to speak. Mm-hmm.
So why should a seller and a realtor trust you and your company?
Well, that's easy because, we meet or beat anybody's closing fees. Excuse me. So that's number one, communication. And like I said, we don't even have a voice message box at work. There's no answering machine, so you always get a live person. I work nights, weekends, holidays. We don't take time off in this industry, and if you don't have a cell phone for after hours or the weekends, you might as well hang up your career. So you have to be available. So we not only do Central Florida, but we close all over the state of Florida.
Yeah.
So we're able to provide a lot of services to many individuals when they think it's just a local title company. We do the whole state of Florida. So
That's all very good to know.
Oh, good.
And I know how hard you do work, because I know that you attend open houses for realtors and help them out.
I love them.
Bringing goodies, planting signs.
Right.
But a real resource for the realtors.
I love that. I love helping my partners out, whether it be doing flyers for them, sponsoring their open houses, bringing the little buntinis and mimosas if they like, And then what I like to do is so that the realtor always looks their best. When you're talking about, I've put out balloons in the rain. I have put signs out in the smoldering hot Florida sun so that the realtors look great, when it's time for that door to open and you've got your first, potential client.
Right.
So I do that behind the scenes so that while they're getting the house ready, things are done on the other end. I do the grunt work. So
that's what it takes. That's your dedication.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you a couple fun questions.
Okay.
But before I do, I want to remind everybody that we're brought to you by Zaza's New Cuban Diner Coffee.
Yes. Delicious.
And you can visit their Lake Mary store for coffee or a pastry. They've got some wonderful things in there. And lunch, dinner, and you can have Havana delivered straight to you with their coffee delivery service, and you can find that at zazacubandiner.com.
They're delicious.
So
it's
yeah,
wonderful.
I'm a huge fan personally.
Right.
Like
Ditto.
this is my coffee cafe after all. And so yes,
Great setup.
It's a coffee cafe. So if you were a brand, what would be your tagline?
I would have to say, you do whatever it takes. I do whatever it takes. There's an old saying that if you're interested, you'll do what's convenient. And if you're committed, you do whatever it takes. I've gone to Point Siena twice after a client forgot to sign in a certain place on the loan application, and we needed to fund that day. And I went out there, had her sign, and it was a VA, and I had to go back out there to get her signature on another place that was overlooked. So you just do what it takes. I get my car and fly wherever I need to go to. I'll get roofers off a roof to sign a notice of termination for a lien on a house. I mean, for a commencement. So, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
I have a very similar philosophy.
Yeah.
See a need, fill a need.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
And that's key to success.
Absolutely.
So, if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who is playing you?
I loved the show The Devil Wears Prada. And not only was Meryl Streep fantastic, but I think Anne Hathaway would have to be the actress. Not that I look like her, but I loved her dedication, her spirit, her drive and ambition. She always rose to the challenge and over-exceeded expectations. And she worked hard and started at the bottom and really came to victory and was well admired by her peers and so forth. So I hope that folks see me that way, that
I can completely see that.
Oh, thanks.
Sometimes we go over a couple of these questions beforehand, and when she told me her answer, I was like, I'm definitely asking that question, because I can totally see that with you.
Thanks.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be a Chamber Me Anything without at least one Would You Rather question.
Okay.
And so we're going to do one Would You Rather, and then we're going to wrap up. Okay? Because I know you got business to do today.
Exactly. I've got closings to go.
So, would you rather never lose your phone or never lose your keys?
Oh, it has to be phone. I am glued to my phone. I have to be. I answer all my phone calls. I couldn't perform without my phone. So by far, keys. I have backup codes. I could call somebody. Phone is a must-have.
Phone is a must-have.
Can't function without it. No.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for referring Peggy.
Yes.
I cannot wait to get her involved.
She'll be coming.
And thank you for being loyal to the Seminole County Chamber. We much appreciate it, and we hope to still continue to be part of your growth here in Seminole County.
Always.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, Zaza's New Cuban Diner, for our coffee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.